We crown a champion tonight here at Levi's Stadium in Santa Clara for the College Football Playoff National Championship game, as we'll see the Texas Longhorns taking on the Seminoles of Florida State. One game to decide it all. It's the College Football Playoff National Championship, and off we go from Levi's Stadium. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10, Texas. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Texas here in the College Football Playoff looking for what would be their 5th national title. They were a powerhouse back in the 60s and 70s, winning it in 63, 69, and 70. But then they waited 35 years before winning it again in 2005 and haven't won it since. On the carry, this is Slay. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
On 3rd down, Nichols. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. Shedding the tackler, and it gives him some room. And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 42 yards.
Well, things are looking pretty darn good on this first drive, aren't they? Came right out, set the tone, this time with a big pass play.
And if the peek behind the curtain that they gave us or their game plan, I don't think that's going to be the last one we see.
I think you're exactly right about that.
And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Add this game to the last one, and they moved the ball over 50 yards in 2 plays. Quite the opening drive march they're on right now.
It looks a lot like what we saw in practice prior to the game, doesn't it? You know, because on that last big practice beforehand, you go through your offensive script, you go through your play calling, you go through all the stuff and establish things, and it looks like it's going like clockwork right now for them. But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
And that'll set them back 5.
Still 2nd down.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. 2nd down and long. Going ground game with Slay. And forget about finding a lane. He barely had time to look up before he was planted in the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And they're going to be staring at a 3rd and long here.
Down. And 2 stop.
Off play action. Nichols letting one go deep for the end zone. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. Down 3-0 in the title game as he gets set to try to work his magic a 2nd time. On 1st and 10. Bang, past the 40. And he's going to get this to the 40-yard line. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down. But Charles, the success that this quarterback had in the semifinal, how does it translate here?
Well, it certainly helps his mindset because he has to have a lot of confidence going into this one since he did it so well in the semifinals. I do think we'll see a similar kind of offense. They'll find places for him to take his shot.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. For Florida State, they're seeking their 4th national championship. They were winners back in 1993, also in 99, and then most recently back in 2013. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. He'll rifle this one deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down.
And 3rd down is a key down in any game you play. And 3rd down defense, something we've got to watch in this one. Got to be effective on the passing downs. That's a pretty good first step right there.
And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line. The offense for the Longhorns getting ready to begin their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. They give to Slay here. He's going to have the first down past the 20. And finally taken down at the 26-yard line. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
And he stopped immediately there. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Looking to throw Nichols. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Shaw. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible, hope he's got man-to-man coverage, and hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
And it's a big play there as he is finally taken down on what will be a terrific final act of this first quarter. 3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. Here are the Longhorns now on 1st and goal. From the gun, Nichols. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
They run a draw here on 2nd down. And he is in. Touchdown, Longhorns. A 6-yard touchdown run. And the Longhorns add on to that lead. Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. The point after is good. And the lead grows to 10-0. This is taken at his 4. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. Nothing for them yet from an offensive standpoint. Down 10-zip as they come up 1st and 10. There's this out for Streets. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. A gain of 32 that time. If you were with us for the semifinal, we told the story. I mean, this is a quarterback who was heavily recruited out of high school 4 years ago. On signing day, had all the hats in front of him. People weren't sure where he was going to go. So many different offers wound up here, and it hasn't been the script he probably would have written. Good turned out to be if they can take care of business in this title bout. A solid run on first down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete.
I think that's a big-time play there because the slant route is really hard to cover because the timing is so quick. But able to see it, diagnose it, and get to the football, that's why he was able to bat it away.
In need of a conversion on third down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Operating from the gun. Banks to the right side and complete to Thomas. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. First catch for him. It's good for a dozen and a first down.
To win any route, you've got to break down the defender, and that's exactly what happened here on this really nicely executed curl route.
Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. To throw on second down. Banks. And Thomas has it. It's a first down on a gain of 10. Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. Off the play fake. Banks. Big loss here as he's taken down.
Sometimes I watch games and wonder why they use play fakes on certain passing situations because it's not going to fool anyone. I don't know if that was the case here, but the end result was the same. No one fooled. The quarterback was hit.
Back to throw. Banks. Now they go screen. It's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Give him 3 on the screen. He couldn't break free, and it's third down.
I wonder what was going through his mind when he got the play call. He just got sacked on the previous play. He knows they're coming after him again. A little bit of guts to stand in there, take the hit, and successfully complete the screen pass. Really well done.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Well, that's something of a pick-me-up. The offense certainly has struggled, but they do get the field goal before half to put 3 on the board.
Yeah, you don't want to be shut out, but let's face it, those 3 points, that's not going to solve all their problems either.
And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texas offense set to take over again. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself,
it got his man complete. 20, 10, and he will score. Touchdown, Longhorns. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
This one fielded at the 5. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. Charles, we talked in the semifinal about Isaiah Street's brother Ezekiel, lost due to leukemia exactly 1 year ago today. But since then, Isaiah's been active in trying to help those who are going through the same struggles his brother went through. He formed a real bond, in fact, over the summer with one of them, 11-year-old cancer patient Emily Atwood of Centerville, Texas. And we're told that Emily and her father Todd made the 2-hour drive up to Arlington a week ago to watch their semifinal victory and got to... Now a clash of bodies here, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 40. He couldn't get the hook up there that time with Thomas.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And that play will go nowhere, losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Wow, that play got shut down in a hurry.
As soon as the snap came, you could see defensively they were just closing in. That was going nowhere.
Yeah, you count on your offensive line to give you a little bit of space, a little bit of time so you can make a move. There was none there for him.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. Now Nichols. And he'll hit his tight end, Walker. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40. So instead of giving them another third down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
And this won't get there. Won't be online either. It's no good. Off to the right. And this score will stay right where it is.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
Throwing on first down. Banks. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 25 yards that time.
And he's the epitome of what we call a move tight end, a guy that you can line up anywhere, in the slot, out wide, in tight, doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a zone like that, congestion in the middle of the field makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like an I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess. A gain of 13. It's a first down. Now that's a play that Isaiah Streets made time after time this fall on Saturday afternoon, and you got to think as this championship game continues to unfold, they have to find some way to slow him down. Double team, just anything to disrupt him, because he has a knack for getting open and making big plays. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter. From the gun, Banks. That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. Quintero Grant as the first half is winding down. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Until that late score here in the second quarter, they only had the field goal. So that's just big to see that football get into the end zone.
Yeah, and when you look at the scoreboard now, nothing seems out of reach. They've been outplayed in the first half. But when the clock hits zeros as they head into the half, you know what I do as a head coach?
What?
I tell my team to sprint to the locker room to show that we've got the momentum and show that we're right back in this game.
The offense for the Longhorns getting ready to begin their next drive. Now we're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
With the score, Longhorns 17, Seminoles 10.
Hey, come on. Hey, you need to play better in the second half, all right? What? Just give me the ball, all right? Let me do my thing.
I agree.
Got it. Hey, you know how much this means to me, right? Of course I do. Then make it happen. Okay, man.
Just one half remains in the college football season as we begin the second half of this national championship game. This will be taken in at the 1. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
Let's go! Let's go!
The Seminole offense about ready to get going again. So, CD, you look at our quarterback. He's said it. He's been consistent. This is it. I'm graduated. I'm not going to go the grad transfer route. It's time for me to move on. If you're an NFL scout, do you see enough in him to think he's got a future in this league with this little experience that we've seen?
Every scouting instinct tells me to tell him to go the graduate transfer route. But you know how it is nowadays. And look, he's played awfully well against 2 top 5 defenses. Someone's going to take a shot and give this guy a look.
Well, several teams need a quarterback. A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off around the 37. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days. I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down. Looked like he was trying to bounce it outside, but no success.
Yeah, sometimes you got to just figure out where you're going to go, and sometimes you just have to take it to another spot. And trying to get it outside, the defensive pursuit was there and just ran him down.
An effective 10 yards there takes us back to first down.
All right, let's just go ahead and walk through this one pretty easily, right? Blast off the line of scrimmage, get downfield to a certain point, usually around 8 to 10 yards, turn around and make sure the quarterback sees your numbers and set yourself up for the pass.
A well-executed curl route by Charles Davis. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The positioning here is key. As a defensive back, you're taught 99% of the time, make a play on the football. But in this case, making a play on the man was all the difference. That's what forced the incompletion.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. The offense on third down tonight, they've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Here's Nichols to throw, and Walker has it. Now the old pass completion for no gain, not something you want to call up out of the playbook too often.
Yeah, most offensive coordinators don't have that on their play sheet, so they've got to go back and scramble after this one. But right now, with what they're telling receivers about making sure you take care of the ball and over the field, sometimes the fighting for extra yardage does.
On the ground, Brogum. And a nice gain there as he'll be taken down just shy of the 20. He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of the yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
On first down, Cox. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, all the prognosticators have a first-round grade on Isaiah Street should he decide to jump to the NFL after this season. But all indications are that he wants to come back and play college ball one more year with his eyes firmly set on winning the Heisman Trophy. And you better believe that has the folks back on campus extremely excited. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. We have not seen a whole lot of wide-open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. Give them 14 on that one and a first down. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Looking to throw. Banks. Eluding the pressure right. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
I think the last two plays really illustrate how difficult it is to game plan against this guy because you know he can throw the football, but how about his use of legs as well? What we call those broken plays, you can't account for them.
Yeah, those plays, those two that you just mentioned, a microcosm really of how he can hurt you. First and goal for the Seminoles, and that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. Back now here on EA Sports, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the fourth. Back to throw. Banks. That's caught. Touchdown, Florida State. A 5-yard touchdown catch. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. And all about timing there on that short slant, Charles.
Exactly right. That was timed up so well. The route, the throw, touchdown.
A very important extra point there, up and good. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Texas offense set to take over again. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play. And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, help force the incompletion.
Yeah, but had his hands on it for a second. Would have been a tough catch, though. Falls incomplete.
Gotta love the catch. I think you gotta love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great. And they're fun. They become a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are. And I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
The punter for Texas out on the field as he'll punt it away for the second time. Fair catch called for right around the 11-yard line. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will come back out deep in their own territory. Here's the Florida State offense ready to begin their next drive. And this certainly a nerve-wracking time for both of these fan bases. Heck, my palms are sweating here in the booth, and I've got no dog in the fight. Can't imagine what it's like for an inexperienced quarterback.
The bottom line is, this drive starts with a coaching staff telling this young man to breathe. And I know that seems simple, but find a way to relax, let your talents come out, because this is where we're going to find out just how good he is, the biggest drive of his career.
And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. 2 yards, good enough for a first.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy, let him pick up the first down.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player. Brandon, it looked like he had his hands on it for a moment, but let's face it, that was going to be a tough catch all the way because of the presence of the defense right there as he was trying to haul it in.
Yeah, nice job to force the incompletion. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. The defense did their job. 4th quarter, big stand.
No doubt about it, because the offense has been yelling at him from the sideline. Just do us a favor. Get us the ball back. Give us one more chance to take it downfield. The defense just did them a solid, it appears.
And when they get the ball back, they can kind of play free tie game. They're not behind. The offense for the Longhorns getting ready to begin their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to something else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. He lost a big chunk, 6 yards there, and it leads to 4th down. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down. I know there's no magnet in the ball, but sometimes for the punt returner, after such a scramble, it sort of feels that way, doesn't it? He has it, he loses it, somehow the ball finds its way back to him.
Atone for his sin, and you know he's taking a deep sigh of relief right now. The Seminoles here with a 1st and 10. They'll start by running the option to the right. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Looking to throw on second down. Banks escaping the pressure right. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. 22 yards there, a first down. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. 16 yards, a first down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
On first down, Banks. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Alexander. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with exactly a minute to go in the football game. On first down, they go option to the right. And now he'll tuck it and run. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. To throw on second down, Banks. That's going to be caught, and he will score. Touchdown, Florida State. Quintero Grant in the final minute, and his guys have taken the lead.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown. Late in the game, they look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together and make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
The situation for them offensively as follows. Down 24-17. And time, a huge factor. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Work with me, partner. Take a deep breath, because that's what they're doing down the field now. That incompletion allowed them to exhale a little bit. Get in the huddle, kind of scan the crowd, see if any celebrities are here. Relax a little bit as they start this big drive.
Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Walker. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Back to throw. Over the middle, complete. That's Sparks. Now the offense will burn their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Sparks. The extra effort after the catch makes it good for a gain of 26 and also a first down. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. A story almost too good to write. Behind a quarterback who had never taken a snap at a college football game until 9 days ago. For the first time since 2013, the Florida State Seminoles are national champs.
Ladies and gentlemen, please turn your attention to the podium at midfield for the presentation of the College Football Playoff National Championship Trophy as we present your college football national champions, the Florida State Seminoles.
Jack Ford. Talk about a long shot. And as a man who's known as the quarterback whisperer, and I suggest you trademark that, by the way, how are you feeling about your quarterback right now?
I tell you, this kid's amazing. He worked around the clock to prepare for this game. I never seen anything like it. And I am so proud of what he's done, and under this kind of pressure. Hope all you NFL scouts out there are paying attention, because this kid's special.
Come on, man.
You deserve it, son. Congratulations.
Coach, this is you, man.
Perfect end to a too short season. You're leaving here a champion.
It's better than I ever thought it would feel. I can't even describe it, really. It's just to be up on the stage, celebrated with these guys. It's perfect. It's just perfect.
It is a perfect end, but it seems like you put up a pretty good case that it shouldn't be today. How do you feel about that?
I think I gave myself a shot. If the NFL comes calling, I'll pick up the phone. But this guy over here, this guy, take that trophy, man.
Absolutely. Isaiah Streets, we are all aware of the loss of your brother and what it took to be here today. But can you tell us, in this moment, how you're feeling right now?
It's lots of feelings, Taylor. I made a promise to my brother that I was going to... none of this would have been possible without this man right here. This dude came into an impossible situation. He's got heart. Love you, man.
Hey, I love you, man.
Zeke! This was for you, baby! Yeah! This was for you! Yeah! And let's go!
A lot of emotions out on the field tonight. This is what football is all about getting hit and getting back up. And as you can see, in a season that was characterized by overcoming, these guys did just that and won a national championship. Back to you guys.